everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Hope you're all doing okay. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate my subscribers who've stuck with me since I've had this neck issue. It's not resolved, but I'm trying to sort of do as much as I can in between times. You know, I am seeing a physiotherapist now, so hopefully I'll be able to resolve it soon. Anyway, today I decided, I saw Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah do a mass make, and she made these hinged pockets. So basically, I've made a prototype for you to see. I'll just show you that. And it's Easter themed, Easter/spring. And so if this was my journal page, you would be able to attach it here, and then it would flip over to here. So if you did it that way, you could have a little pocket here, which you would glue on 3 sides. I mean, it could go up higher or down lower, whichever area you want it on your page. And on this side, you've got your pocket here. So let me see if I've got something I can just show you. So say we wanted to pop that in. There's your pocket there. Hopefully you can see that. And then you could glue it down on top and bottom and have a side tuck if you wanted to, or you could glue it bottom and up the side and have another little pocket up there. Alternatively, you can glue it down. So if you wanted to, you could glue it down on your page. So we could flip it round like this, turn it that way, and then you could have it like this on your page, and this would be a free flowing. Or if you had it on this side of your page, you could say have it to the edge, and this would flip like this in and out, and this could be decorated according to your journal that you're using it in, or could be a little journal piece like that. So that's how I've made it. Okay, so I'm just going to make a couple today, and I'll just put that to one side. And so keeping with the sort of spring Eastery sort of theme, you want some double-sided, ideally some double-sided papers, and you want to make them, they've got to be sort of not too thick because you're going to bend it, but you want to make sure that you have got enough thickness for the pocket, because you don't want it to be too flimsy. So Tina used up some of her 12 by 12, so that's what I'm going to do. And then she used this, out of this, cut them into 6 by 6, and then that each 6 by 6 makes like a pocket. Now you don't have to just do 6 by 6, you can make them bigger or smaller, it's entirely up to you. So let's get started then on this. So I'll put that one to one side. Okay, so let's start with this piece here. So I'm just going to literally fold it over. So the reason why you need double-sided is you are going to see both sides of the piece, as you saw in that previous one. So we've got, now that's folded over. So if you didn't want to make a 6 by 6, I guess as long as this fits onto an A5 page, so this would be your A5 journal page, you would make it as big or as small as you want. So you could make it a bit squarer if you wanted to. So we'll cut this in half down here and make this into 6 by 6. Okay, now you may have some 6 by 6 pads that you can use if you've got double-sided. If you haven't, then obviously you can back the white side with something else. book page or music paper or some other scrapbook paper, digitals, whatever you've got in your stash, or you could stencil it, I guess, paint it, whatever you want to do. So okay, so we take one piece of this, and so a 6 by 6, it would then be again cut in half like this. So if we wanted it slightly wider, let's say go to there and make it slightly wider. Now I'm just kind of eyeballing this. Give that a burnish down there, and you want to cut this off here. Just excuse Paddy, he's decided now, because I've put the video on, that he wants to have a little moan. I think somebody's outside again. As you, oh, hold on. So I'm back, sorry about that. So this would be our piece, okay. We could decide which side we want to be front or back. It's entirely up to you. So I think I'll have the plain side. Now, what you want to do is you want to cut one side for a pocket. Now, you could have your pocket as deep or as shallow as you want. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so let me think. How shall I cut my pocket? So, where will I cut it? Shall I do it on this side this time? That might be interesting. Or this side. Which side? Let me cut along here. Okay, so I am going to draw a line, because my cutting is not particularly straight. So I mean, this is worked out at 15.5 centimeters tall and just under 11 centimeters or 10.75 centimeters wide. So I'm going to make my pocket, I think. You could probably freehand this. I'm going to make my pocket there, I think. I'm just going to draw a line. So that's 8 centimeters. So I'll just do another little point here, and then I'm going to join those up, because my cutting does leave a lot to be desired. I'm just going to draw a faint line along there so I can cut that quite freely. Now, what have I done with my scissors? It's a big question, isn't it? Now, I've buried them somewhere. Here they are. So I'm going to cut along here. It's only cutting one side, just to that fold line there, so they swing free like this. Okay, so that's what we've got. I'm just going to give that a crease down the side. If you haven't got a bone folder, you can just use your scissors like that. Okay, so I'm going to make that into a pocket, and that is going to swing round, so that's going to be my background. So I'll just give that a crease, make sure I'm in camera. Okay, so then what I want to do is I want to make a thumb hole in the top of this one. So I've got a top pocket. If you don't want to do that, you could leave it so that you've got a bottom tuck. So, you know, the choices are endless, really. I'm just eyeballing where to put this thumb hole. So I'm putting it there, like so. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could ink round it. Actually, don't know that I want to do that with this one at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one down. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'll round the corners. That's why I'm dithering. I'm just thinking I like rounded corners, so I'm going to round the top corner and the bottom corner of mine. Just think it makes it look a little bit more, I don't know, what would be the word, aesthetically pleasing maybe. So I'm just going to put a thin bead of glue down here as well as I can. I'm not very good at that either. I have shaky hands most of the time. Okay, so that is my pocket glued down like so. Okay, and then we've got that one there. So if this was our journal page, we could have this on here like so, and then that would be a flip. Or as I said before, we could have it this way round, and so we've got our pocket here. We could glue it to either have a top pocket, and you could put another thumb hole in there if you wanted, or a side tuck, which would be nice. And then you've got a pocket here, so that would be nice too. If we flipped it over the different way, I'm just trying to think now. I did think we could have it like this on the side of a page, and then that would flip over like that, and that would be nice too. So, you know, the possibilities are endless. I did think when I was watching that I've got a spare piece of this that would be quite nice to put another pocket on, maybe just have it slightly above that one, maybe there. That would be quite nice. So let's do that with this one. I'm going to put, I just decided I'm going to measure top and bottom, so I don't want it quite to the top. So I'm going to cut that, and we're going to make an additional pocket. So, you know, you can make it your own, is what I'm trying to say. This has probably been done, but I just thought about it myself, about possibly trying it. Anyway, let's see how it works out. So, keep those pieces, and hopefully that is the right size. So I'm going to turn that over, and I'm just going to have that there like so. So I think I'm going to corner around the corners for this. Maybe do all four. Like so. Just put those in the bin. Okay. And make a bit of a thumb hole. Do we want a pocket like that? I quite like the green. So I'm just going to see if that's going to fit, or is it poking? It's poking slightly over the edge, so I will have to trim that a little bit. Like so. And redo the corners, I think. Okay. Alright, and then I'm just going to gauge where the thumb hole is on this one, and just make a mark like that, and then I can pop a similar thumb hole in there, so they kind of line up. I'm going to pop mine on there, so I'm going to have a double pocket. I wish I'd corner rounded those now. I don't know that that pocket is now going to match to my... I know what I do. Let me corner around this corner and this one and see what happens. Just don't think it matches. So that, I like that better. So I'm going to pop that on now. So I'm going to have the plain side facing out so that we can decorate. Oh, my glue doesn't want to work. It's coming to the end. This is, looks very battered, this bottle. I must admit, I haven't tried putting glue into another bottle. I haven't tried that. I know it's quite a popular thing. Alright, so we've now got, let me just put the pin back in. We've now got 2 pockets on that side. And this would be the flip. So that's quite nice. And then you've got this lovely area to either write on or decorate. So quite like that. So that's another one there. Okay, let's take this piece now. And I'm just going to cut this in half. Oops, put that to one side. I think this is very pretty, this paper. And it's double-sided, and what I like about it is it's not, a lot of my double-sided scrapbook pads are really thick. They're like about 220 GSM. I think this must be about, I don't know, 190 to 200, but not any more than that, because it doesn't crack when you cut it. So I'm just going to pop that in here, make sure it's straight, cut that, and then should we make one narrow but taller, maybe taller than this one? If we had our page, I guess we don't want it to be too much taller, but we could. I'm just trying to sort of think of different ways. So if I perhaps go down to there, and I'm just eyeballing this, like so. It will be slightly taller than the other one because it's not going to be 6 by 6. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that on that crease, like that. And so which side are we going to have? I have the flowered side, I think, this way up. So we're going to crease it along there. That's fine. So we've folded it now in half. So this one, if I measure it, is 18.5 centimetres tall and 7.5 centimetres wide. In inches, that's 3 inches wide and approximately 7.25 inches, just over 7.25 inches tall. I just want to look at the page now, see that would fit nicely on there. So again, we're going to cut a slot. So I think I'm going to cut this. Which side did I cut before? I cut this side, I think. I don't know that it matters too much. So I want 3.5 plus. So I'm going to go and cut mine about there. And there. So I want to again draw a line so that my cutting line is straight. I always admire Tina because Shabby Dabby Doodah, because she manages to cut hers. Well, I had the paper upside down, so it looks like we're back to how we had it before. yeah, I had it paper up. So that's another thing. If you've got directional paper, make sure your paper is up the right way when you cut this. Okay, so we've got this. It's a little bit, that's my paper trimmer, but we won't worry about that, I don't think. So we're going to put our thumb holes in. I'm going to put one in here. And I'm going to put one, bring that side round. So they are quite simple, as you can see. And I have that one there. So this is the flip. So I am going to glue this one down here. So if I've got any glue left, I must wash this mat. I vowed I wouldn't glue on it, and of course I started off really well. I didn't glue on it. Now I have been, because you get caught up in the, you know, process, I suppose, of making things, and just don't really, I just trim off the worst of that. Don't really think about what you're doing till you've done it. Well, that's me anyway. Okay, so now we're going to have that one on that side. So let's see if we can decorate these two. Okay, I'll just put the pin in there. Excuse my fingers, they're covered in glue. So I want a sort of spring theme. So I'm going to leave my backs clear, I think. Possibly may put some journaling paper on that one. Okay, so what have we got for our decorations? So I've got these lovely stickers that have some really nice Eastery, some sort of spring-like flowers on, like a tulip and everything. So I could use one of those. I quite like this butterfly. See, oh, they don't want to come off very easily. So let's take that. I don't know, I think I bought these in a charity shop. I seem to remember. Now that's not going to go too well on there, but I think it might go very nicely on there, like so. Just torn it slightly. So I'm just doing some simple decorating, that's all. Giving that a rub down. Okay, and what else? So let's do one at a time, I think, because I'm getting sort of ahead of myself, aren't I? Now, what else have I got? I've got a nice sort of crocus, which I'm not too keen on the bulb part of it, but I think that would probably go nicely there. So let me just trim that off because I'm not keen on that. Maybe I can use that on something else, collage or something. So I'll keep that over there, and just going to trim down this bit of white, and probably will need to do a bit of distressing on this, I think. I like that. I don't think it would fit on there, so because of the background, so you have to think about that really. Yeah, got a lovely little lamb there. Okay, so pop that behind, something behind there, I think. So I have got some nice bits of doily. So I'm just thinking, if I used a corner of that, pop that on, that would be quite nice. I have got a corner here, so I kind of want it a bit like that, I guess. How did I have that? Because I don't like that now. No, I had it a different way, didn't I? This has got an extra bit on it. Let's see if we put it there and pop that on there. What does that look like? It's not bad, is it? It's a bit crinkled. A little bit crinkled. Is this one any better? Let me just cut this side. Cut this down. Oh, I like that a little bit better. Just needs a trim. We can have it there with the tulip on there. That's quite nice, isn't it? So I think I'm going to stick that on. Okay. Right, and my neck is really hurting. Oh dear me, I never thought this would happen to me in a million years. So annoying, it really is, when you've got something you really love doing, you know, and it's very relaxing. And then you find that you can't do what you wanted to do. So today is my day off, and normally on my day off I'd like nothing better than to actually spend a whole day in here, in this room. Slightly over the edge, but we will be able to trim that. Just got to get these glued back down, this little piece. Or shall I just pull that off? That's better, rather than fiddling with that. So they're very delicate, I find. Oh, my fingers are so sticky. I even washed my hands before I did this video. Everything's sticking to me. So just going to trim that down there. Right. And I'm going to pop that on there. And I'm not going to cover up the white because the doily is fairly white. Just a bit slightly distressed. I think that was gifted to me like that, so yeah, long time ago. Oh, okay, so I want to pop that down in that pocket like so. There, get that pressed down. Now I like that actually. Okay, so let me just turn it over so we can just see that for a minute. Now I've got this lovely phrase, tiptoe through the tulips, which I thought was lovely. So I might put that up there to cover that gap. I'm just going to trim that edge slightly. Find my other scissors that are a bit easier. Just want to take that off. Normally, if I'm distressing everything with vintage photo or something like that, I normally would leave that on, but I don't want to leave it on today. So I've got that. Okay. That's not very straight there. Okay. And I thought maybe we could put that on, something on the background of that. So I'm just looking to see if I have any white lace here. Oh, I have this lovely broderie anglais, which I could pop there. Oh no, I'm going to put it up here, aren't I? So I could pop it there, put that up there. I think that would be nice. Yes, so I want to cut this down. So let's stick this one down first. Now, do I want it that way? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of my Beacon 3-in-1. And I'm just going to, sorry, I always work on the slant. I don't know why, but I always do. So my videos come out not looking terribly straight, even though the camera is straight. But I'm always on the slant. I don't know why. It's just the way I am. So I'm going to pop a bit of this on here as well, because it's going onto material. Just a little bit. I'm going to pop that through there. Make sure that's straight. Yes. Okay. Right. And then I think I'm going to pop some down here. So I think that would finish it off very nicely. Straighten that edge up. There. So let's pop that on. Very quiet now, isn't it? I think Paddy's lying down on our bed, probably. Uses it. Oh, he's growled. Isn't that strange? As soon as I said that, he growled. Oh, I don't know. That would be quite nice. Keep calm and plant a garden. Wouldn't it? Or do you think that's too much? That up there and that down there. I don't know. What else have I got that I could put down there? I've got a sort of spring bunny. Could maybe stick there. What else have we got? Got a few bits on the side here. So mainly daffodils, really. Which I've got flowers, I don't really want to put those on. got this lovely Easter bunny sticker, which I might put on here actually, and I've had to stick it on here because it came attached to an envelope that somebody sent me, and I loved it so much I wanted to keep it, so I think I'm going to pop it down there. So I'm just going to pop it down and see where I need to glue it. Let's put a bit of that glue down. Yeah, I love this. I wish I knew where it came from. Just hold that down for a minute. And then the top needs some glue. So, you know, don't waste anything. You can reuse things if you're very careful and get them off. So I really like that. I like that bunny with its Easter egg and the tiptoes of tulips. Then we've got this lovely butterfly, and I think I'm just going to snip those corners. I'm not going to round them. I'm just going to snip off that corner and that corner like so. So we haven't got any sharp edges. Okay, and then I think I'll find something to put on here. So that'd be quite nice, I think. That's spring. So I've got spring in that form, or I've got this little spring here, upside down. We could put some lace along there. That one might be quite nice. It's been printed crooked though. See if I can make it look a bit more decent. Not too small. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, let's get rid of those bits. Yeah. And have that down here. I think that would be nice. Okay. What we're going to put underneath it. You've still got this bit of broderie anglais left. We could just have that there in the corner. Yeah, that would work. And then we're not wasting this. So let's pop this down here. I'm really using a small smear of it. Let's give that a smear around. Have that off the edge like so. And then see if we can stick this with this. It is supposed to stick material, but sometimes it can be temperamental. I just like it a bit off that side like so. Okay, so that's very simple on that side. Just give that a rub down because it tore very slightly there. Okay, so that's our tiptoes with the tulips. So here's our journal page. So we could have it like that. Have it like that. And have that as a pocket up there. Or even there, glue it there and have it as a, no, I think a pocket is best. And then this side you can have, glue the top and the bottom with a nice side tuck, and then you've got your pocket here, put something nice in. Okay, so that's that one done. That might need a little bit more glue. Whoops. a word of advice, don't buy too many glue sticks in advance and hoard them, because I did that, and this one has dried out, even though it's never been opened. It had kind of dried itself out, so just giving this a little bit more glue, like so. Right, okay, so that's that one. Okay, put that down, and we want to do this one now, don't we? So that's going to be our pocket on that side. So we want something on here. What have I got? I got these, which I think they came in a Happy Mail, actually, and I really do like these chickens. It'd be very whimsical, but it would be quite nice to have a chicken on either side, I think. Or the birds would be nice. Oh, maybe we'll use these rabbits. Well, I think one's a rabbit and one's actually a hare. So let's use this one. Oh. So I'm going to, I will just distress around these, I think. So let's just go around the edge of this. I don't want it too heavy. Okay. So I'm just popping that up, giving that a quick go over there. I'm doing the same with that one. I mean, obviously I should have done this before I stuck them down, but it's okay. Sometimes you change your mind, you know, and then you just accommodate it. It's fine. Okay. And then we'll do this side. And then I messed up with that. Right, okay, so now I can actually, I'm just going to try and trim off a bit of that white. But that's the only thing about some of these things, items, you know, they always have such a lot of white around them, and I'm not too keen on too much. A lot of Tim Holtz pieces do as well, you know, all his different snippet packs. Which I love, but I don't love all that grey or white round them. So just trimming that quickly as I can. Take that out. Take a little bit of that off without cutting his tail off. I don't think he'd be too pleased, would he, without his cute tail. So that's one, and I'd like to have him there. And then this one, the white doesn't stand out quite so much because it's a fairly pale background, so I think you can get away with that. So that's him or her, I should say. They, them. she. To be PC, don't we? Which I think is great. Right, I'm just going to pin that before I decide what these are going on. So I quite like them like that. And yeah, this will come to a bit of a halt when it comes to decorating. Maybe he could be looking at a nice butterfly. This one. I do like butterflies. These are very difficult to actually get out of this sheet. We'll try this one, but it's got those feelers that are individually stuck down. And I don't want to be very delicate with this because I don't want to pull them off with my sticky, grungy fingers. Right. So I think he could be looking up there at that lovely butterfly in the corner. Then I'd like to put something behind him to accentuate him a bit. Now I've got this lovely vellum which I thought was kind of Eastery, so I thought maybe we could, I don't know, cut the corner of that like so somehow and have just cut down here. It doesn't matter if it's not straight. Down here like so. And then we could cut that corner off afterwards, but I think he might look nicer on that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get my glue book out and I'm going to I'm actually going to use my glue stick and hope that it sticks down. Oh, it's gone all peculiar, this glue stick, hasn't it? No wonder my hands are so sticky. I may just throw it away. I hate waste. That's the only thing that stops me from doing that. So we're going to pop it down there. With glue stick you can at least slide this. Oh, and then trim this off, which I glue sticked as well, so that's going to be ultra sticky. Or scissors. Stuck to my finger. Okay, so putting that there, and then we're going to pop him here like so, and I'm going to use this art glitter and hope that he sticks down. So I hope you're all doing okay. Looking forward to spring actually. Although there is forecast of snow this week, but I think I'm down south, not right on the coast, but I'm in Buckinghamshire, so southeast, and I think the snow's apparently coming down as far as Nottingham, so we hopefully won't get any. I just don't want any, to be honest. I don't. I'm anti-snow. This would be quite nice. Keep calm and plant a garden would be nice there, I think. Okay, we'll hold on to that. And then we've got our lovely Mrs. Bunny up here. And what have we got here that we can use? So we could have him or her jumping over there, maybe towards a nice, I've got a daffodil. This is a Edith Holden one. I've got two, but they're both identical really. I've fussy cut them obviously out of the book. So, don't know about those. So, let's have another look and see what else we've got. Now, I've got some lace. Have a piece of lace there. No, I don't like that. Perhaps a piece of this in the corner here might be quite nice as a sort of symmetry. I'm just going to see what it looks like. No, I don't want it the same side, but I'm wondering if it's better up that way. I can cut the thumbnail out. Better still, we can do that and round it up a bit. Okay, so you want a tiny bit off of here and a tiny bit off of here. I do like this vellum, it's very pretty. I think it's got little flowers in the background, so I quite like that. And I've got a smaller one of these matching butterflies. I'm going to use that, she says, thinking how am I going to get that off without ripping it. Oh dear, oh, I'm terrified. Terrified because I'm a bit of a clumsy plate when it comes to anything like this. I think I've already pulled off a bit accidentally. Oh. And where did that bit go? So I'm going to have to cut the other side off of this one stamen. So it's just got normal stamens up here, and he can go there. And then this bit fits nicely. So again, we're just going to, off camera I think I am, just about, just going over it with this sticky glue stick, because I don't want to throw it away, but I should really. So that's taught me a lesson not to buy loads of glue sticks. Sometimes you get them in a pack, you know, in the cheaper shops. Just taught me not to do it. So I'm going to put this down. And pin the glue. I always want to say pin the glue on the donkey when I say that, because of, you know, that birthday game. So I've got those done. Okay, give that'll press down. Like that, and that one's fine. Okay, so those are my spring bunnies, and I think I'd quite like to put that there. I'm just going to trim that white little bit off there. Right, so I'm only going along the edges of this, and so I'm going to pop that there. I'm not thinking about it. If I think too long about things, it takes ages. And I could think, oh, I've spent half a day and I've only made 3 or 2 hinged pockets. Does it take anyone else that long to make things? Is it me? Am I extremely slow? Because I overthink everything. That might be what it is. I don't know. Anyway, that's that one. Push that glue up to the edge there. Right. So, we'll have that word down there, but we won't do one up here. So on this side, let's think what we're going to do with this side. With this side, well, I did say I like the chickens. Maybe we'll just have a bird. What do you think? So they've got quite stylized birds and things. Birds like to come out in spring, don't they? They start thinking about nest building and all sorts of things. And I'm going to do mine this way. Oh, right. So how about, oh, I've had to glue his foot back on. We have those, and what can we put them on? Let me think. Okay, I've got some lace here, so let's have a look, see if we've got any nice lace in here that we want to use. I've got the bag full of bits. I've not actually separated my lace into colours and all that. I am going to. It's something I want to do. I don't think that would show up very well. Yeah, so it's all mixed up at the moment. I'm sure some of you will be terribly, terribly shocked because you probably have yours all neat and tidy. But obviously I don't. Maybe we could put that on somehow and have the birds on this. Down there, minus his foot. Oops. No, I don't think that's going to work somehow. It seems to have a life of its own. Quite like something very, you know, fine and like gauzy looking would be quite nice. So just have a quick peek through here. So, I mean, this tool, I do like it, but I don't think it's got enough oomph in it. So I've got another bag. Just having a quick look to see what I think. Gosh, my neck is finding it very difficult to actually move my neck at all at the moment. So please take pity on me. Oh dear. That's quite pretty, isn't it? It's a bit of an underwear lace, I think. quite nice actually. Maybe we'll use that instead of hanging around too long. Let's see, let's cut off a piece. I'm laughing because I can see it's a piece of a garment, underwear obviously, I'd say. And oops, I'm going to knock that now. And let me just take this off. So if everything's washed and you've fed up with it, or you're going to get rid of it, I don't really give underwear to charity shops. I don't believe in that really. Unless it was brand new, still in a packet, and it was just the wrong size or something like that. But otherwise, I don't think it's very cool, you know. That's just my opinion. I'm sure some of you people can do, you know, lots of things with a piece like this, but it's so pretty, it's a shame to waste it, isn't it? So that's kind of directional. I'm just looking, I'm in this theme of having something off the side, and this, maybe we'll have the little one at the front, big one here, and the little one so walking across there, and either that, or we could do this band here and have them on here. That would be quite nice. Yeah, let's do that. So let's cut that into a bit more of a band shape, and just taking that end off like so. I'm not keeping that bit because I've got so many scraps, and then we want to cut it about there. That scrap over will keep, and then we're going to put that on there like so, and just straighten that bottom up a bit. Right, put those over there. You don't want to see what's on the side of my desk at the side of me, I don't think. Tiny bit more off of here, and then I'm going to glue that down. So see if we can use this art glitter to glue it down, just giving myself a rough idea of the height. Right, speed up, Susan, because you're taking too long and probably totally boring. That is going to stick down there like that, and then we can trim this, but I'm right-handed, so I get a bit sort of difficult to cut this on this side here. Just trim a little bit off. It doesn't really matter if it, you know, let's put a bit more glue there. Like so, okay, and then we'll go around these edges, and we'll obviously have to stick that one's foot back on, not this one, the other one. So he can be here, and we'll stick the foot on back onto his friend. Like so, put him there. Just going to press that down for a few seconds. I don't know if this will stick now or not. If it doesn't, I'll have to go around it with some Beacon 3-in-1. Let's just ink up your foot, otherwise you're going to have a foot that's not going to be the same. There it is. So I have to stick him down first. Yeah, I don't think that's sticking very well. So let's bring out the art glitter, and what I do is I put a kind of a blob on, and then I spread it, so I'm not actually squeezing the bottle as such. Then I don't have too much then, so that should be fine now. It's a bit bumpy, so that's that. Stuck down much quicker. Right, so I have him up there, I think, above those flowers, and attempt to put his foot back on. I can't wait to wash my hands. Oh, I don't like having you know, sticky hands, so that goes there like that. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so that's that. So I've used these whimsical press outs. I don't know what you call them, toppers or something maybe. I don't know. They might be designed for card making, but I think a lot of junk journaling things have actually come from card making, and a lot of them are ladies and gentlemen that do make lovely things do actually make cards as well, and it's all very, very similar, I think. So that's that. So have we got something we can pop up here, a word? So we do have spring. I could cut that down slightly. It is very green. And we do have this spring here. So I think I'm going to cut this one, but I'm not going to do it completely straight. I am going to cut around it very loosely, and then give it some ink on the edges like that. So it's up there, and put it on something. Let's think. I've got bits of that would be quite nice. Let's see if that fits onto this scrap, and it does. So let's stick that onto there first. Paddy's having a mad moment on the bed. I don't know if you can hear him. He uses it like a trampoline, always boinging on it. So if you stick it onto a piece like that, then you can, you know, just trim around it really. That would be quite nice. So then, what's so lovely about crafting is that there are no rules there's nothing you can do that's wrong, really, nothing, you know. So I like that. So, you know, just think outside the box, do whatever you want, whatever tickles your fancy is what I think you should do. So that's that. And then this bit, I might just leave that plain, because if somebody wanted to journal on it, they could easily journal on that. So we have our pockets here. I'm just going to glue this, not glue it, pin the glue on it. So mine is spring / Easter themed really, but I don't have a lot of Easter ephemera, so I've mainly gone with spring. So let's bring in the others we've made. Oh, my neck, can't lean over. There we have that one, and the one I made earlier, which should be over here. And let's, come out wherever you are. You cannot be that far away because I've only just had you out not so long ago. Just bear with me, I'm just going to stand up. It's easier than trying to reach over and find it. Very odd. I've got to have a tidy up of this desk. It's really, really messy. I'll kind of let it get out of hand. Okay, I'm just going to have to pause you for a second. Right, I'm back. So here are the three. That's the one I made earlier. So this is a journal page, and you wanted it on that page. So it's a hinged pocket, so you could have that glued on this side here and here, and then have that hinged bit free, so you've got a journaling spot like so. So that's how they work. This one I think is similar, or you could glue it there, there and there, and have a nice side tuck. So there's your pocket here, and your pocket here when you've glued that side and that side. And then this one we made into sort of a double pocket. So if you wanted to have it like this, you could actually glue that bit down the back and keep it as a side tuck. So glue down the side down here like so, down this side, and then bottom, top, and have a side tuck. Or you could glue it there, there, and up this side and have a top tuck, so you've got a tuck behind there, and then have that hinged, and then you could decorate that accordingly. So it would open like that. It'd be a nice surprise. Or you could even add another pocket onto here if you wanted to. So the endless limit, you know, endless connotations of how you can develop this. But that is my video for today, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to Tina at Shabby Dabba Doodah for the mass making that she did on this. Or it's not a recent one, it goes back a way, so but you'll find it in her playlist. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for joining me. Take care everyone. Bye bye.